Now, this we're going to cover, like she said, and then we'll jump on to the biryani. Now, Sylvia, maybe you can tell us what biryani you're making for us today.
Doing a simple beef biryani.
Right.
That you can make at home even on a weeknight. It doesn't
Okay.
even require marinating.
Wow. Those are the recipes we love. I'm telling you, those are the ones we love. Now the ones that require marinating, maybe you can just take us through why they're usually more lengthy in terms of preparation.
Of course, the flavor will be more intense,
Right.
Especially like for chicken.
Yeah.
I would not recommend doing chicken with this method.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And
Chicken you want to marinate.
you want to marinate
Yes,
so that
like
the flavor
so-
goes until the bone and it's rich.
Woo!
Nambuzi.
Woo! Yeah, what about goat?
This you can do with goat. You
Okay.
can do with mutton, lamb.
Right.
This one is versatile.
Okay.
But for chicken, I'd recommend you go the full deal.
Right.
Marinate it overnight.
Okay.
Preferably overnight.
Yes.
Then you can cook it the next
Now,
day.
what are the spices that you marinate with? Like, what are the spices? The
Okay.
chicken, for example, yeah.
I would still use the biryani masala that
Okay.
I made here.
Yeah.
And
Okay, that's what I wanted. Show us, please. How did you make
so
this
these are
biryani
the whole
masala?
spices that I incorporated in the biryani masala.
Okay.
This is cardamom.
Right. No, that's
And cinnamon. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, cinnamon.
Uh-huh.
This is cardamom.
Right.
There's a little bit of black pepper.
Wow.
There's cumin.
Yes.
And there are cloves.
Yeah. Right.
The cumin is the boost. It has 3 tablespoons of cumin.
Okay.
A tablespoon of black pepper.
Okay.
Then about 3 or 4 sticks of cinnamon. 10 cardamom pods.
Yes.
And then 5 cloves of.
Wow.
5
So
cloves.
you made the mix itself.
So this is this, yes.
maybe
So I toasted them,
Right.
then now I blended them.
I
for the,
love that.
And for the cardamom, make sure you remove them from the pods.
That's gonga.
Otherwise, they're bitter.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
want to make sure you take them out. Now, how do you take them out? Chef, I've heard you mention
Oh, yeah, so you just smash
Yeah,
them.
you just
though,
smash
you
them and then
release
it
your,
releases the seeds.
Oh,
Yes.
wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to pop this into the microwave off. It's going to be off just to sit in there for a bit. I need to emphasize the fact that it needs to be off and don't put the microwave on. All right, now I love this mix. Now you have mentioned, Yakwamba, you toasted them first.
Yes,
You just
toast
wanna
them on a
toast them
dry
lightly.
pan.
Right.
Yes, so the flavors are released, the aromas. Once you start
gosh.
smelling them, take them off.
Right.
Then you grind them.
You
in a
just want to
grinder, yeah.
grind that.
Yeah.
And this is almost similar to what is called the whole pilau mix
Yes,
that
yes,
you
yes,
get
yes.
in the supermarket.
In fact, most pilau tabs are written also suitable for biryani. Yeah, some of them are
Perfect,
written that.
right?
So you
But
can
I usually prefer like
doing
doing the
measuring,
whole, yeah,
yes.
because
Yeah.
most of the ones you buy them, they're not like too.
the flavor is not intense.
Yeah, it's not intense. When
Right.
you can even use like half a container.
container.
Yeah.
No, but I'm talking about like the whole ones, not the
No, I'm
ones that
saying,
you
I
ground.
prefer using this
Yeah, the
method.
whole-
of the
Right,
ones
where
you
you
toast
measure
them.
your
Yes,
own
yeah.
and then you
Toast
grind
them
that.
And you can even adjust it to your liking. Some people even add more black pepper because they like it hot.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to marinating the chicken with the one that you've ground, how do you then do this? Do you just do a dry rub or do you
No,
mix
no,
it
no.
with some
You
yogurt?
mix it with the yogurt.
Okay.
And then mix it with the yogurt and the spices. Then
Yes.
you leave it overnight.
Okay, a little bit of
Because
salt,
the yogurt
maybe.
helps to-
Salt,
I
pepper
see
for
people put
seasoning,
sugar.
yeah.
No?
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
I'm just
why? Always.
asking. I'm just asking. You don't put a little bit of sugar?
No, 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 no.
No
There's no
sugar?
sugar in biryani.
Oh no.
Down, girl.
Oh no. Okay, no, I'm kidding. I
Then
love
you add
sugar.
you
so
also
that's why I
marinate
asked.
with ginger and garlic.
Right.
Okay, yeah,
so
so you want to add
marinating.
the chicken, the
Yes,
garlic,
yes,
you want to grind the ginger and the garlic and
yeah,
put that in there.
yes.
All right, now, Sylvia, please take us away with what we need to do. I can see some onions are ready. Our meat is still boiling, getting nice and tender with all the flavors that we've infused in there. And of course, she did make her own rub, or rather spice mix for that biryani, right? All right, now Chef Bennett has taken the lead in making sure that he chops for her. How do you want those
Julien's.
onions?
Yes, Julian. Exactly.
Julien's,
Yes,
yeah?
yes.
All right, now, question. Is it okay to use white onions or is it better the red onions, Vicky?
Okay, these ones are more flavorful.
Yeah,
And they're more readily available.
right,
So
that's
I
so
think
true.
we'll just go with this. But if you can get your white onions, I don't think to be fatal.
You
to the
can mix,
recipe.
right?
Yes. yeah,
Can you?
yeah. You can do it.
You can mix, like it's up to you.
It's up to you. If you don't have another option,
Right.
you can use the white ones. But I'd recommend this because
These-
they're so flavorful.
I can imagine. Now, Jillian's is why we're going with this. Reason being,
We need to fry the onions before.
Okay.
The onions will be incorporated into the biryani masala at the end.
Ooh.
So they need to be nice and golden brown and crunchy.
crispy. Yeah, I love that. Let me tell you, I am so happy to learn this recipe. I hope you at home are also following step by step, because this makes cooking so much easier. And Sylvia is taking us through a simpler recipe, which is fast, easy, and it's going to come out super delicious, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, being that you're from the coastal region, I mean, food there is just fantastic. I loved having, especially during Ramadan, where we just had the street food just lined up there. Now, what are some of your favorite meals that you can remember your mom making that you had to learn?
My all-time favorite is mahamri and bazi.
Really? Oh, yes, that's fantastic.
Lunch, every day. So I'm still learning to make mahamri like her.
Yes.
Sometimes they come out well, sometimes they don't. Always tell people, those ones, I just have to learn to make them perfect.
Right,
yes.
but then bazi, you've nailed it.
Bazi, I can do anytime.
Anytime. So we're
That
going to
is
have
my
her back here to show us how to make
ultimate.
bazi, right?
That's my ultimate
So you
meal.
can just
Love it.
Anytime.
Love it.
Anytime.
All right.
But also now the mapocho, I like them as well.
Right.
Viazi karai
Oh,
and
yeah.
all those. Yes.
You can make those as
Yeah,
well,
those I can
yeah?
make, yes.
I love it. All right, now, please show us what we're going to do with the onions. Are we going to
So-
season them? No, they just go straight
No,
in
they
there
just
like
go
that.
into the oil.
Okay,
Is it hot enough?
we're going to give it more time. So you
Yeah,
want
a
it to
bit
be
more time.
completely,
Yeah, we can.
completely
In the
hot.
meantime, we can be boiling our rice.
Okay.
So this is 2 cups of rice.
Okay.
Let me just wash it.
Okay, so again, we have had very interesting takes on preparing rice. We've had, rice being washed, rice not being washed, rice being soaked overnight
Yeah.
before cooked. So what are some of the ways that you prepare your rice at home? Please let us know. The SMS number is on the screen. We'd love to know, what is your secret when it comes to making that perfect rice? Now, for biryani, I've seen that there's different ways in which they undercook it, right?
Yes, then they
Add
put
the
it in
sauce.
yes, then they put it in the oven to bake.
Yes.
Yeah, but now since we're doing a quick biryani that you
Exactly.
can make after work, we have no time.
I know. This is for
You're not
after
gonna-
work
you're not gonna
time,
manage, like,
right?
rice.
But you
But
have visitors abruptly, you can make.
you can make this
Yes,
really quick,
yeah,
and it's just gonna be as delicious. I can assure you, because I've already seen the spices that have gone into the meat, making it tender. And you want this to be a very fast biryani. But in any case, if you want to make the traditional one, then you can go ahead and undercook it. Put the sauce in the middle. Put some more rice. Put it in the oven. Or most sometimes they use jiko and then put
Yeah,
coal
put
on
the coal on
top,
top, yes,
right?
yes, yes.
Just so that it can cook both ways. Chef Bennett, what do you think?
See, I agree.
Yeah, you agree.
Lakini nasema tu leo umefurahi leo.
Eh,
Finally,
eh,
biryani.
I love biryani. Let me tell
She's
you,
been crying for this
biryani
like
in
for
and
2
Ethiopian
years.
food, I can eat it. Now that you're saying bazi, I can eat breakfast, lunch, dinner every single day. All right, now we've got washed rice, 2
Yes,
cups.
2 cups.
Want to add that into
to 4 cups of water.
4 cups of
That
water.
already
Any
boiled hot
seasoning?
water. Yes, we'll do that.
Oh,
just now.
you're going to season that a
Yes.
bit. So this is boiling water.
It's boiling water.
Okay. Now, and again, chef, we've had cases where people put cold water
Yeah.
and cook it from that.
Okay, for if you're not in a rush.
If you're not in a hurry,
but
yeah.
manze,
I'll add 2 tablespoons of oil.
Okay, 2 tablespoons of oil going in.
Yeah. And then we'll season with a little bit of salt.
Okay.
to get a smooth.
Sure. A little bit of salt is going in there. Now,
And I also add a bit of saffron.
Okay.
Like saffron rice.
saffron
bougie,
is...
yeah?
Oh,
Yes,
no,
we're
no.
going
Let me
bougie.
tell you,
Although it's
saffron...
optional,
Right.
we'll just use a few
okay,
strands.
manze, unajua kitu wewe ni expert.
Right. No, I wanted to ask, like, saffron, I know, is not readily available to a
Yes.
lot of people.
Yes.
So what are the options of, instead of using saffron?
Instead of using, we'll use food color as well.
Yes,
so that-
as well,
yes,
right?
Yes, yes.
So saffron can tend to be a little bit
optional,
pricey,
yes,
but it is
Little bit?
optional. A little bit, a little bit. Now I feel like it's become a little bit more affordable, because then you can get a sachet for 300, as compared to when it was 600 and above,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay, mafuta iko
Or have you
hapo.
got any secrets as to where we can get saffron?
No. It's still as pricey.
Unasikia
as
ili
the
panda
same.
ndege hapa.
Yeah.
It's getting hot.
Oh, it's getting
All right,
hot.
our
it's
oil
really
is hot,
actually
so we're going to
hot.
reduce the
Yeah.
heat, right?
Yeah, then
And
we
then
put in
dump.
the
So we just, are we helping it? Yes, that's what I was going to ask. What are you doing with the onions? Are you
No, no.
helping it, or you're just dumping it as
We'll
is?
just put them in.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So they fry until they're golden brown.
Right,
Yeah. As our rice is boiling.
okay. And this is 2 onions, 2 large onions that are going in there, right?
Yes.
Now, since you're, a passionate foodie, I would say you're a good cook as well. What are some of the things, or rather some of the food that you've gotten to experience in our own country that you can say is absolutely fantastic? And do you think we're growing when it comes to the food industry?
Oh, we are. We really are. There are many more eateries coming up.
Yeah.
We really are. And I think Kenyans, we were not adventurous eaters.
Yeah, but
I
you weren't
agree.
before.
You'd make something
Nyam
and people
chom.
were like, oh, what is this?
Yeah.
Nyam chom.
Chakula wazungu. You know, things like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But now it's true.
Yes,
I feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
we've become more open.
You become more open.
Right.
Yes, yes. People are eating different things. You hear someone ordering beef carpaccio and you wonder,
Right.
oh, really?
Keen on having
Yes,
sushi and they're
exactly,
comfortable
yes,
about it.
yes,
Right.
yes, yes,
So
yes.
it's growing. Now,
It's
other than the Swahili, because I know Swahili has so much flavor,
Yes, yes.
what would you say would be your next cuisine that you prefer?
I'm really not fussy.
Picky,
I'm
yeah.
not a picky eater. Anything
Right.
that's cooked very well.
Right.
I can get a nice T-bone steak. I'm
Yes,
good.
yes.
A nice, really juicy piece of chicken. You know,
Yeah.
cooked very well, even if it's roast or a curry,
Right.
a curry from India.
Right.
Oh, I love those two. Let me not.
I know.
I know
Indian
I can have
cuisine, me
naan
too.
and curries
Right.
every other day. Yes, yes, yes. yes.
Okay.
I really
And being in the food industry, I know there's a lot of people that you get to interact with. I think even on social media now, more people are posting,
Yes,
you know,
yes,
their
yes.
food and what
Yes,
they've made in the
yes,
house.
yes, yes.
Who would you say you would love to cook with?
Oh, in Kenya
Yeah,
or
Kenya, even abroad, it's fine. Yeah.
I love Kaluhi's recipes.
Yeah, she's
Kaluhi
fantastic.
and they're very simple as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
They're
Very
they're
fantastic.
very simplified.
Big shout out Kaluhi. She's also
Yes,
been on the show
yes.
before.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
so yes,
yes,
so,
yes,
yes,
uh-huh.
sure. Who else? I'm trying to think. There's so many cooks and
Flair.
No, stop. I think Chef is just like Chef Bennett and me right here. Right, no, but they are
Yes.
very many fantastic
very-
cooks.
there are so many.
Even
I
those
follow
that have
so many.
not been known.
No, yes,
you
yes,
get to
yes,
you
yes,
go to a
yes.
page and there are very few followers, but you're just like that food
yes,
looks
yes.
fantastic.
There's even another lady I've been interacting with. Her name is Koi's Kitchen. I don't know
Right.
if you've
Oh,
heard of
yes.
her. Yes, yes.
Good
She
food
also
as well.
cooks very good food. Yes,
Right.
yes. And cooking with jazz.
Oh
You know,
yes.
I even have her cookbook.
Oh wow,
yes, yes.
fantastic.
And the heat
All right,
up
now
the
of course our food community is growing and we would love to see some of your favorite recipes that you've been able to, you know, get to learn and perfect over the years. Please let us know, send us those pictures, we'd love to see. And of course, a big shout out to Sylvia for showing us these recipes on the show today. Now we have put the onions. Now Sylvia, what are we going to do next?
So now we start making the masala. I can see our meat, the water is almost done.
Okay.
So we need ginger and garlic.
Okay, so
we
we're
need
going to make this a
bigger
paste.
pan?
Yes, we can get a bigger saucepan.
Okay,
Yes.
you want to make
Oh,
a
we
paste
can
out of
do
this,
that. Yeah,
right?
yeah, sure.
Or you were going to grate it?
No, a paste.
Okay, a paste would be better.
Yeah. Because
All
sometimes
right,
you don't feel like
Chef
biting.
Bennett, you don't want a crunch of
Yeah,
that in there.
yeah.
So we're gonna I can see you're helping it out by just crunching it
chop
because sometimes these
My
these
sous
these-
chef
yeah.
today.
I
I have
know,
an assistant today.
right?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Now, how many cloves of garlic are there, and how much ginger is in there as well?
The funny thing is, I was telling my friend earlier today, the Swahili culture, you eyeball.
Right.
There's nothing that has measurements, and that's how
Yeah,
my mom
because
taught
you
us.
never.
She'd never measure anything.
Exactly.
Even rice, there's no 2 cups of water. She'd just put the rice and then know how much water
Yeah.
to add. So you
Yeah.
just had to learn from there. So this is about 4 or 5 cloves of garlic.
Right.
And maybe a thumb size of ginger.
Yeah, don't
Okay.
add too much ginger.
Yeah, not too much.
Not too much ginger.
Yeah.
I am so happy to see the amount of garlic that's going
I
into
love-
this.
yeah.
I love garlic. Let me tell you, feel free to go crazy with the garlic, and not too much though.
Yeah.
And what Chef is doing is just making sure that he's just chopped it up just to help with the grating process. And then a little bit of ginger is going on in there as well. And we're going to use some oil to kind of just
To
yeah,
help it
mix
along.
that up,
Yeah.
right? All right, so we've taken out our meat. We've got our tomato paste here. Again, we said no sugar.
No, there's no sugar in this.
Flair.
I have stopped. I have stopped. Oh, the kitchen smells fantastic. Now,
Too
how
much
much
sugar.
time? How much time do you give these onions?
Until they turn golden brown.
So until they
They're
turn.
almost getting there. You can
Okay.
see some of them are.
Yeah, those are the little thinner
Yes,
ones.
yes, the thinner
So you
ones,
want to
yeah.
keep watching them
Yeah,
and
mix
just
them
giving them a mix. And I can see that that's on high heat.
Yes, high heat.
Okay, high heat just to make sure they turn completely and they become nice and crunchy and beautiful. Ooh! I'm telling you, you can use this even as you can chop them up completely and just sprinkle them on your
Exactly,
food,
on your
right?
food, yeah.
Woo, so much flavor is being incorporated into this. All right, so I'm trying to figure out where the smell is coming from. Is that our meat?
Yes, a mix.
It smells delicious. Right, now tell us about this little mixture that you have
This
here.
is the syrup for the kaimati.
Okay.
We already made it beforehand.
Okay,
It's 1.5 cups of sugar.
right,
1 cup of water.
right.
I added a few strands of the saffron. Since
Right.
today we have saffron around.
Yes.
But you can use lemon.
Okay,
Like just juice of half a lemon.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Then I added also a teaspoon of cardamom.
wonderful.
Yeah.
So you want to put the cardamom in there
That one
as
is
well.
the, is the
It's
star
the
of
star of the show
Right?
today, yeah?
For this dessert.
Yeah. It's also in the biryani.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now that is our paste. So you were telling us something about the sauce, please.
Oh, this is boiled on high heat.
Right.
For some minutes until it starts boiling, then you reduce it to simmer a little.
Okay.
So for about 15 minutes, so it becomes nice and syrupy, thick.
Right.
Then you set it aside, then we'll use it now once we fry the kaimati.
So you don't want to completely reduce it.
Not-
You
not
just
really.
want it to be nice and
Nice
thick,
and thick.
right?
Like a nice syrup. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, now there is your ginger and garlic
that's hot.
paste. And Sylvia, please take it away with what we're going to do next.
Next,
Uh-huh.
we can blend the tomatoes, but before that, let's put in oil.
Okay.
Let me blend the tomatoes while you...
Yeah, while I do that.
All right, so we're going to
of them?
put just a tablespoon or two.
No,
Save
no,
two
no, no, no.
for-
We'll put enough oil.
Ah, thank you. I like this. Wait. My friends need to see this because they're like, Claire, you put too much oil. And I'm just like, no.
So ndio uliza ma Nigeria.
Right?
West Africans wenyeonekanga.
We need to put
Half a
enough
cup of
oil
oil.
in there.
Exactly. In fact, even like for pilau, I use like a third cup of oil.
Wow.
The pilau is nice and juicy.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's
gosh,
so
that's
dry.
so true. So you want to put just
Yeah,
enough
half cup
oil
of-
in
that
there.
That oil should do. That's about 4 or 5 tablespoons.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's on? Yes.
Yes, it's on. So you want that to
Once
heat
it
up.
heats up,
Okay.
put in our ginger and garlic.
Also, that's the first thing that's going to
Yes,
go
yes,
in
yes,
there,
yes,
yeah?
ginger.
I love the fact that this one's in a vitungu venye tumezoea.
No. Since vitungus are here, we'll put them at the end.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. Now we're going to just let this fry up a little bit more. I keep mixing it, guys, because I don't want the small ones to get burnt. So that, and you can see it's turning perfectly. Look at that. Fantastic. It's going to be nice and crispy. I love it. All right, so Chef Bennett has chopped up for you some tomatoes.
We're going to puree them.
Right.
Blend.
Okay.
Yeah.
And at what point does the tomato paste go in?
It will go in with the spice mix and the meat.
Okay,
Yeah.
and the
Sasa
meat.
kama msee ana blender. Unaweza
You
grate
can
ama-
grate the tomato.
Right.
It will give you the same paste. Yes, yes, you can grate them.
Skin
Yeah.
on as well, right?
Sorry?
Bakisha
Skin
hizo
on,
mbili.
skin off,
Yeah,
it doesn't
yeah,
matter.
it doesn't matter.
Just,
Yeah.
you can just, now, do you need, how many tomatoes did we use?
Those are 4.
Okay, so
should be
those are enough.
That should be enough. For the amount
Okay.
of meat you have, it should be enough.
It should be enough. All right. So into the blender that goes. We're going to pop our tomatoes. We have our meat nice and tender. Our rice is cooking separately. That's been seasoned to perfection. We've got our onions also just frying up, getting nice and crispy. Our kaimati dough is in the microwave, getting that perfect rise, and Chef Bennett is just about to blend those tomatoes. We are making the ultimate Swahili, I feel,
Yes,
dish and
ultimate,
So
dessert.
we can take this out?
Yes, sure. You can just take that off. You can just move it to the side.
Let's put it.
Yeah. All right, now Chef Bennett is going to drain out that oil. We're going to get into blending our tomatoes, and we're going to get to just preparing the rest of this biryani and kaimati. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Okay, welcome back to Hot Plate. Today we are making biryani, a simplified recipe you can try at home in the evening after work. It's so simple. So today we still have our garlic to make.
Right.
We add to our oil.
Now, when she says simple, she means simple.
yeah.
Because honestly, this has been just the easiest process getting to go through. I love the fact that that paste looks fantastic. Into the oil it goes. We just want to make sure that's the garlic. Oh, there goes that garlic smell. That is a good meal starter pack.
Yes.
Garlic has gone in there. Smells fantastic. Now, you did mention about something to do with the oil that we had
Oil
fried
for the
onions.
should
Yes.
be set aside. Do not discard it.
Okay.
We'll use a few tablespoons in our rice.
Oh, so it's got that onion,
The onion,
flavor.
yes, yes.
Ooh. So you're literally not getting rid of any flavor.
No.
Not at all.
Nothing.
All right, so we've got our garlic in there just frying up. What goes next?
Getting nice and golden brown, then
Right.
we'll add in our pureed tomato.
Okay, so the pureed tomato, you want to add the heat right up.
Yeah.
In goes the pureed tomato. This is just tomato that we did. We did a lovely puree, skin on with a little bit of water. Now, for tomatoes, it's best to use high heat. Yeah?
So you let this cook until it becomes a paste and the tomatoes separate from the oil. Yeah?
Oh,
Yeah,
wonderful.
completely, so that it's nice and rich.
Exactly. And the fun thing about using such oil, a lot of oil, is it enhances that to happen.
Exactly.
Because if you use little oil, then you struggle a little bit. It starts to stick on the
Then
on
you
the
start
sur-
adding water and then you mess the whole
completely. So you want to make sure you use a good amount of oil. That makes sure that it literally almost kind of shallow fries those tomatoes,
Yes,
right?
yes.
All right, now leave that for a bit. And what do we do next?
So now Chef Bennett is making for us nice kachumbari.
Okay.
Yes, which we'll have with our biryani.
Right.
Yes, so we just
We wait that. Now we did have some kaimati in there. Do you want to give that a look?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, we can give it a look. Then what we can start doing is ensuring that perfect rise, right?
Yes.
So a few more minutes. Now, do you want that to double in size?
It's almost double.
Yeah, it's almost double.
Even triple.
Yeah.
Our rice is nice.
Oh my goodness. Now look at that. You get to see the saffron just change the color ever so slightly.
And I prefer using basmati rice.
Okay.
Whichever brand you use.
Yes.
Get a nice basmati rice.
Okay.
That's the best for pilau because unaona inatoka moja moja.
Yeah, moja tu yenyewe. I love that.
Yeah, no, that will not work for biryani.
So fragrant, so beautiful.
Just fluff it.
Right.
Oh, there's still
A little bit of water. So we're going to let that dry up.
Okay, you can see the saffron giving a nice color.
Oh, lovely.
Smell.
It smells fantastic. The saffron is also going to just look at, some of them are just lightly colored. I love it.
Because it's an overpowering spice as well.
Exactly.
So you don't use so much.
You don't want to overuse a lot of saffron. Okay, so we're going to let that dry out completely. And then, Chef Bennett, you're going to finish up with that. Of course, that perfect kachumbari. Okay. We're going to make sure you keep mixing so that it doesn't stick to the surface of the sufuria. And you want that to come nice and thick. It's going to create a nice thick paste. All right, so we're going to give that a little bit more of a mix. The smell in here is fantastic. The garlic has taken over the kitchen. If you know how garlic smells when you've just fried it, it's amazing. And I just want you to take a look at this. Almost nakakama nini? Omena. They look like omena, but just look at that. Perfectly crunchy, crispy onions that you get there. You've got that perfect golden brown that you're looking for. They smell delicious, right? I love this and I cannot wait to see how you use this. Huh? Sijaonja, because I know how onions taste, but I was going to put it back and just sneak one in. Woo!
Claire couldn't help it.
I couldn't help it. It's got that
Crunch,
oniony sweetness. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, you can use that as a seasoning, Sylvia.
Yes, you can.
Fantastic.
Yes, you can add it to your meal. I think let me get the oil for the kaimati ready.
Okay.
In the meantime.
All right. So we're going to pop that in there.
This one.
The rice is ready.
Okay,
it's almost ready.
It's almost ready. So we're going to put the oil in there and then we're going to start to heat that up because we're just about to deep fry the kaimati. Now I'm excited because she's going to show us how to get that perfect round shape from kaimati that we struggle with. Sometimes people use a piping bag, but this is a simplified, I feel, traditional method of some sort that's been enhanced, yes?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
This is the traditional one, they squeeze with their hands.
Right.
You see like women, the ones who sell on the roadside, they squeeze them with their hands, but it's hard.
I know, right? I know, and I see even sometimes the fingers, they just put a drop on there. But for speed, the squeezing one is usually faster, right?
Yes.
All right, so we're just going to put enough oil, start to make sure that it begins to heat up because we will start dropping our lovely kaimatis in there. Now, Chef Bennett is showing off. Chef Bennett, what are you making for us, the kachumbari? What makes the perfect kachumbari? Is there some chili that you're going to put in there?
I have a chili somewhere.
Yeah, right?
In the future.
Right? So we can put some chiles.
We're going to put like one.
One chiles. And then we're going to have that go in there. Thank you, Chef. Now, how is that paste looking?
The paste is coming along.
It's coming along perfect. Now, as you can see, you need it on high heat just to make sure that it cooks through completely. And what's perfect about this is already you can see the sauce is nice and thick. Woo! So when you add the seasoning and the spices,
it enhances everything.
Oh, everything. And then the color changes and ooh, I'm so excited about that.
In the meantime,
okay,
we can we'll soak some saffron in a little bit of water. We'll also put it in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, saffron is a spice that's gotten from a flower. It's usually that place where the nectar is in. It's usually just plucked out. Very expensive because, I mean, to get this amount, you have to go through a lot of flowers, right? a lot of flowers. So that's the reason as to why. So how much is going in there? Just a teaspoon or less? A pinch.
A teaspoon is a lot.
A pinch, yeah?
To just say a few strands. Huh?
A few strands are going in there.
Just something that you can pick with you.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's enough.
So literally just lightest.
Yes, we'll soak this in some water.
Okay.
Just to bloom it.
Right.
Then we'll put it in with the meat.
Okay. Now, that is going to go in there. Now, that's cold water. Doesn't have to be lukewarm.
Yeah, you see it's already moving the color.
Exactly. Oh, my goodness. Look at that.
Lukewarm does it faster.
Right.
That is fine. Before we get to that stage, it will be done.
Yeah. All right. So, a little bit of food color is going in here.
It's going into
the rice.
Yeah. So we'll mix this with about a tablespoon of water.
Okay. Now, as you can see, it's beginning to thicken perfectly. It smells fantastic.
And then you see separating from the oil.
Exactly.
That's what needs to happen.
That's what, so you want to make sure that you get to this point.
Yes.
Maybe you guys can see it's starting to, you can literally separate the tomatoes from the oil.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
I love that. You want a longer spoon, a longer mwiko,
Yes,
maybe?
you can do that.
Yeah. Okay, now that's beginning to mix up perfectly. It's beginning to cook up perfectly to cause that perfect taste. Oh my gosh. You know, I'm just going to sit down now because let me tell you, I'll be hovering around you, Sylvia, until that food is ready.
So in now goes our masala.
Okay, that's the masala that was pre-made by her. And of course, like you said, toasted a little bit,
Yeah.
roasted a little bit, and then just
Ground. Yeah.
It smells so rich. It's got all the spices that you have in a masala, in a pilau mix, however, measured. And of course, you can catch up on that. That's on Ebrew TV Hot Plate, just to see the measurements that she mentioned you should have in your mix. All right, now in goes that spice. Now, how much spice are you going to put in there, Sylvia?
About 2 to 3 tablespoons.
Okay.
One.
So you want to make sure that you get that lovely seasoning that you get out of a biryani. And the only way to do that is to make sure, look at the color just change instantly. I can't, Sylvia, and the smell, fantastic.
Fantastic.
Fantastic, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
All right, Chef Bennett, please explain to us what you're doing over here.
Okay, so just dice the onions.
Right,
Tomatoes, some chili,
okay,
some dhania.
right.
Put some salt
Uh-huh.
and some lemon juice.
And some lemon juice.
Now just
All right,
gonna
now,
chill it.
and then just giving that a mix, yeah? All right, now, Sylvia, please tell us what you've added onto
I've
that.
added in my tomato paste.
Okay,
About 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons of tomato paste.
yes.
I've gone in there.
Mix well.
Look at the color of that. Fantastic. It smells delicious. It looks amazing.
And you'll add 2 bay leaves,
Okay, 2 bay leaves
which
are good.
you remember to discard before you serve. Yeah.
Okay. So make sure, please don't serve the bay leaves in your meal. Just 2 bay leaves will do, and you're going to take those out. Now give that a lovely mix, and what happens next?
Next, we add in our meat that we boiled.
Pre-boiled and was seasoned as well. I haven't seen you put any salt in there.
Because I mix the garlic and ginger in the meat with some salt.
right.
So we'll taste once we add everything else, and we'll taste the
So
seasoning.
then you can
we'll
season
adjust
accordingly.
almost at the end.
Right.
Yeah.
So in goes the meat, straight into that lovely paste that you've created there with the sauce and the spices. Chef Bennett, we can see also our oil for the kaimati is nice and boiling.
Rojo sasa.
Rojo
Huh?
kabisa.
Rojo.
Kabisa. Safi sana. Rojo.
And I'm
Susu
struggling
putu.
talking. I'm struggling to talk
You
right
should say it
now.
well now.
So we leave it to cook a little bit.
Right.
So the meat infuses with the
the
spices,
spices,
everything.
Okay.
Just for like 1-2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Now out comes our kaimati, no?
Yes.
Yes, out comes our kaimati, and we are beginning to fry that. So we've had our oils going on for a while, Chef, every time without fail. Our
want to
oil
show
has
them
been
the
going.
kaimati?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Walai.
Look at that.
Instant
This is more than double.
Double.
This is more than double. I don't want to inflate it. I just want to slightly.
You're not leaving anytime soon.
Right? So I
Addition.
just want you guys to see. Look at that. Almost, I can't bend it too much, but it's more than has double. I mean, this is like quadrupled, honestly. And you can see the little bubbles just pop out of there. That's what
yeast.
instant yeast does. That's what you're looking for, perfection. So what do you need us to do with this?
So just hold on to that for 1 minute.
Okay.
Let's do the rice mixture.
Okay.
Add in about a tablespoon of water.
Into
Just for the- yes.
into your food
Into
color,
my food
right?
color, yes.
Right, just a small tablespoon just to go in there, and that you're going to mix that food. Now, what food color do we have there? Orange?
This is golden yellow. No, it will
Golden
turn
yellow.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think some people putting green in biryani.
Yeah.
Red.
look
You're
good.
like,
Doesn't
no,
look enticing.
don't do that. So this is
Those are not colors of food.
So that, you should see your face. Sylvia's just like, no, don't do that to the biryani. All right, now in goes our golden
Before we
yellow.
turn it off, yeah.
Okay.
We'll just do around
Right.
and cover it for about 2 minutes.
Okay.
Then now we'll do our oil.
Oh.
Then we'll put a bit of onions as well.
Hey, you're spoiling us today.
I know.
So I've reduced the heat. My
Okay.
meat is okay.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So now
what
we-
goes in the yogurt now?
Now the
This is
yogurt.
where
Okay,
you
so
come in
now
with
is
your
also-
yogurt. How much yogurt do you put? A nice good dollop. A nice good dollop, right?
For this amount of meat, we
Right.
use about a cup.
A cup will do,
Yeah, a
right?
cup will do.
In goes the yogurt. Look at that. Fantastic. It just blends with the color so perfectly. I love that. Now, can you use maziwa mala?
Yes, yes.
You can
yes,
use
yes.
maziwa mala,
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
That would work also just,
Not really.
yeah.
Not really.
Not
I had
cream.
to ask. But
That's a good
No, no, no,
question.
no,
Look at how the sauce has just perfect. Oh my goodness.
it's amazing.
And then many people say, as it continues cooking, it
Right.
might stick.
Okay.
Okay, and because you add oil,
Right.
so it doesn't stick. But if you're health conscious, you can add a little bit of water slowly.
Right.
Don't add
We're
so much.
going to add oil today.
Yeah.
We are going to add oil.
Oil. But if you
Okay.
feel like you want your rojo thicker, you can
Yes.
add a bit of a little bit of water. I mean, not thicker, more.
Okay.
More in
Right.
quantity, yeah. But not soup. We're not talking about soup.
Yeah,
It's
like
not soup.
please, yes,
It's not
please
soup.
emphasize that we're not making
It's
soup.
not soup
We
we're
want to
making,
make
yeah.
sure that it's just nice and thick and perfect.
Yeah.
All right. So how many minutes do we put? Do we leave the rice?
Just a few, not so much,
Right.
because of the water of the color, so just wanted to evaporate.
Right. Right.
You can now add our
Oil. This is
yes,
the oil.
yes.
This is the oil that was used for
Frying
that.
the onion.
Exactly, for
Yeah.
frying the onion. So you just want to add about 2 tablespoons. You said.
Yeah, it's 2 tablespoons. So we go.
Will do, and then that also helps. Yani, it doesn't shikana. So
Yes.
you want to make sure your rice is still one.
And then it will taste. You know, it tastes now like the biryani. It's not flat rice.
Exactly. So you want to just give that fantastic.
Okay. Yeah,
Doesn't it? It looks fantastic. I didn't see any chili going in this. If you want to
No,
add chili,
yes,
you can
you
add
can.
some
Yes,
chili,
yes,
yeah?
yes.
Look at that.
Then we take about a quarter of the onion.
Okay, and then just pour that on
Sprinkle
top.
on top. Then we cover it a bit.
Right.
Then we'll fluff it all together so that it's
So they'll
nice.
get
and-
Incorporated.
Yes,
And
yes,
what
yes.
that does also, the steam will soften
Yeah,
those
onions,
onions
yes,
slightly.
yes,
I
yeah.
love that. And release the flavors on the rice.